So, y'all, I'm on my way to Orangeburg, South Carolina. I'm a little familiar with Orangeburg. This is the place where, when I told the story about the lot lizard, this is where it took place, out here in Orangeburg. It's daylight out here now. I'm not going to a truck stop or nothing like that, but I'm a little familiar with the area. We shared some laughs with that story. But I wanted to come in here and get a couple things off my chest. Firstly, stop sending me shit from people that are saying shit that I've been saying for years. I guess when people follow me, subscribe to my channel and watch my stuff, there's an assumption I have there that, they're taking the time to do some research. Now, I understand that, we live in a follower type of world. And I don't just want people to follow me. That's not what I want. I want you to hear what I'm saying. You may fuck with it. Do some back research. Check my consistency. Check and see if I'm on some wishy-washy shit, some, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Check my shit. Don't just follow me. Because when people are sending me messages on Instagram, little snippets of videos, and, it'll be on some way, this nigga spitting, and it's like, well, the motherfucker spitting bars I spit, 3-4 years ago. Bars I spit earlier. Before y'all decided to give a fuck, I was already spitting. Being told I was too radical, too extra, too crazy. This is what I always get treated like. So, I've been really humble about how I approach my commentary. I'm done being humble about this shit. I'm done being humble. I've been too fucking consistent to continue to be humble while motherfuckers sending me shit talking about this nigga spitting. I seen some shit yesterday, somebody gonna send me talking about this some fire. Look at this shit, make it viral. Where Umar Johnson is basically saying that you can tell the caves don't love you because they don't ride for you the way they ride for themselves. He used the example of them rioting, or not really rioting, but them protesting with their guns on state capitals with that whole give me COVID or give me death or give me COVID, give me liberty, or some shit they were saying like that. And if you've been following me, I've been saying that. I've been told y'all these white folk don't care about you, and here's how I know. I even raised the bar on interracial relationships where these black people are claiming they love these white people. Well, what the fuck is that white person doing out here to fight against the system that is murdering, oppressing, disenfranchising your people? I raised that bar. Because just telling niggas that they can't date interracially, they hit you with that love is love shit. Well, my rebuttal to what is love is, well, how can you say they love you if they're not fighting for you? And how low is your self-esteem if you're not requiring that? See, we already did that. I raised the bar on that already. I did that over here. Did nobody else do that? Ain't nobody else did that. Ain't nobody else was doing that. That's something that I did over here on my channels. I have two. I have this video channel and my live channel. A lot of people not subscribed to my video channel. I mean, man, you be taking too long to drop stuff. And it's like, motherfucker, what are you not understanding about check the D box? The description box has all my links. I think that a lot of people listen, but they're hard of hearing. I understand that it's hard to keep people's attention. People like to multitask and all this shit. But if you're not going to listen, you're going to miss a lot of shit. And you're going to ask me questions that I've already answered. And a lot of people will do this thing where they'll kind of, ask me a question, say somebody's cooning. Especially with the way y'all been seeing the cooning of T.I. and Killer Mike. I've been ran down on them. So it's like, well, what do you think about this thing that T.I. did? And it's like, didn't I tell you he was a coon? I think the same thing I thought years ago. He's still a coon, and he's still cooning. It's not going to change. It's not like I have a whole new perspective on what these motherfuckers are doing. That's where I stand. If I already talked about it one time, it's not like every little thing they do, I have a different stance on it. They're still cooning. They're still selling your people out. So I'm not shocked. I don't have a different opinion. You know, Rob, what do you think about this white person doing this, that, or the other? They're the caves. Like, it's not like it's different shit. We like to divide it up and make it different. No, it's not different. It's the same mentality we've been talking about here the whole time. It's the same shit. It's the exact same shit. So then we have these, you know, repeat questions that people ask me. And I love y'all. I really do. But I feel as though y'all ain't paying attention to anything that I'm saying here. Or have been saying for a long time. Now, some of you are, and I really, really appreciate you. Now, if you sending me a video, like I had a brother send me a video the other day where he shouted me out, you know, have a couple people send me videos where they shout me out and, you know, well, shit, I'm on this path because of Rob. I can respect that. I can appreciate that. But these motherfuckers that's deciding to use this George Floyd situation to say shit that I've been saying, I don't have nothing I don't want to hear that shit. That shit don't impress me. I'm not moved by that. And that's no hate on the motherfuckers that's saying the shit. Hell, I would argue motherfuckers is coming over here watching my shit, not giving me no respect, no homage, and just taking my talking points and running with them. I think motherfuckers is doing that. Because don't nobody fuck with me like that, for real. I mean, we all know that. Don't nobody on YouTube fuck with me. Not like that. I think a lot of these motherfuckers watching my shit, taking my talking points, and then trying to go make videos like they just came up with this shit out of the blue because they have a bigger following. They've been able to appeal to the sensibility of the Negro. I don't taste as good as some of these motherfuckers taste to y'all. The pill I have is a hard one to swallow. So don't nobody really want to hear this shit like that. And that's cool, but if you've been paying attention, I need you to understand that I've been saying this shit. And I'm gonna stop being humble about it too. That's just the only angle I can think of to come at with it. I'm just gonna start telling y'all, don't send me this shit. When you send me a video, if it ain't shit that's impressive to me, I'm gonna say don't send me this shit. If I've already said it years ago, and you sent me this shit, because you could be sharing my shit. Motherfuckers ain't sharing my shit. You sharing me shit of people saying shit I already done said. Like, come on, what the fuck is that? What is that? I don't need to see that shit. I'm good. I don't need validation. I don't care what the fuck people talking about. I've been in my lane. I created my lane, and I've been in my lane the whole time. So stop sending me all this shit. To the motherfuckers that have made this entire situation about George Floyd. That should show you how short-sighted and ignorant a lot of the people you follow are. Had somebody make a comment on one of my videos yesterday about me, you know, you can't shame me, whole part 2. Want to tell me that I'm trying to shame people into protesting for George Floyd. That's not what's going on here. I don't give a fuck whether you protest for George Floyd or not, but guess what? You should have your own motherfucking back. If nobody else is, you're black. George Floyd is not the only one that has been in a situation where they end up murdered by the cops, and we know the cop isn't going to receive, or the cop isn't going to receive any type of real harsh punishment. If you make this about George Floyd, then you are short-sighted. Go bang for Breonna Taylor. You know, like, go bang for her. It don't matter. It's still going to end up being the same fight. It really doesn't matter. And it shows that black people refuse to learn very simple, to me, very simple concepts. You don't want to bang for George Floyd? Cool. Bang for Breonna Taylor. Guess where you're going to end up? In the same place that people who are banging for George Floyd you're going to end up in the same place. You don't want to bang for either one of them? Bang for Ahmaud Arbery. You don't want to bang for neither three of these people. Do it for the millions of black men and women who are locked up in the privatized prison complex. Meanwhile, these cops, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, are out here murdering your people with pretty much impunity. Bang for the fact that a black person could be caught with a pound of weed and do more time than Amber Geiger's motherfucking cave ass got for murdering Botham Jean. You don't want to bang for that? Bang for Emmett Till. You don't want to bang for that? Bang for how the motherfucking cops been goddamn treating your people historically. Bang against the government that has been tearing down your people, murdering your people with impunity for centuries. Like, what do y'all be talking about? That shit kills me. And it lets me know that we are not learning what we should be learning out here on this path. Y'all want to pick and choose and, well, this person was doing this. Okay, well, then you don't align with them, then don't bang for them. Bang for you. You are black. Bang for yourself, because it could be you. What you waiting on for it to be you? And then we gonna have to bang for you, right? Why y'all waiting for it to be your kid, your brother, your mother? Somebody you care about. What are y'all talking about? You're gonna end up in the same place with everybody else. Period. Because this is the same situation. Bang for Sandra Bland. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Be with your people, be for your people. I don't care who you choose to do it for. And if you can't choose nobody, do it for you. Do it for your children. This picking and choosing shit is trash. I can't understand our mindset. It frustrates me because I've been trying to, solidify pride into our people. And it seems like we still don't get it. No matter what comes up, there's a split decision. Y'all letting these motherfuckers come out here and talk to y'all about voting. Voting is going to do everything. Voting is going to change everything. And this is what black people want to hear, because as long as you can sit around and talk about voting, then you don't really have to do anything. You don't have to show your pride then. You don't have to really stand on anything, but that you believe voting is going to stop something, when historically you should know that is a farce. That is a fallacy. That is a figment of the imagination. This government is going to be against your people, and you'll want to use tactics that aren't used in any other facet of life. Let me give y'all an example. Let's say you're getting bullied at school. Right? You're getting bullied at school, and this motherfucker is meeting you outside every day. This is what the government treat black people like. Gonna whoop your ass every single day. You gonna go home, cry about it, whine about it. You might even tell a teacher. You might even tell the principal. But we all know that ain't gonna stop shit. Y'all know this. Y'all grew up, a lot of y'all grew up where I grew up. Ain't nobody to go tell. And if your parents was anything like mine, well, sounds like you need to learn how to fight. You need to stand up for yourself. Y'all, we are being bullied essentially, and we want to pray, cry, pray, and vote. Is that gonna get a bully off your ass in school? Would that have worked? Now you can bend to their will, continue to be bullied, or you can stand up for yourself. Get that scaredness out of your heart, because a lot of us know that a lot of bullies just like picking on the scared people, don't they? They pick on the ones that scared. That's their favorite group to target. The ones who are scared. We all know this. A lot of times once you stand up to a bully, they're not trying to bully you no more. But you have to have that mindset to get rid of the cowardice that's within you that got you scared. That's what it takes. This government has been against your people the entire time. And what it's going to take is for us to stop being fucking cowards about it. Period. And just stand up. Stand up for yourself. Even though it may not become a full-blown physical altercation, but you still stand up for yourself. And y'all know I've been preaching that shit for a very long time. Bullies pick on the weak. The people that are scared of them on sight. And that's how this government has taken advantage of our people. Because they know what our methods are going to be. They know when they send their fucking puppets out here to tell you that you, the only chance you have to make a difference in this world, now listen to these black folk telling you this, is to go vote. That should be an act of treason at this point. Because we know that that shit is not real. Therefore, there shouldn't be black people sitting here saying this shit to you. You even had the brother of George Floyd. I posted this on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, links in the description box at Team Rob 5. Where he crying, telling people that they need to stop the violence and all this shit like that. But just like I just told y'all earlier, this is bigger than George Floyd. Now, some of y'all, it took George Floyd to happen for you to pay attention. But for those of us who have been paying attention, this is just another one of the acts that have been committed against our people at the hands of this American 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated government, has been atrocious. That's been the situation. So just like him, the brother of George Floyd, making this all about George Floyd, I see a lot of us doing that. And his method was for everybody to stop being violent, everybody to stop, rioting, and pray and vote. Now, I can get with him if you say, well, man, the rioting, it's not going to last. It's not really going to get us anywhere. They see that we're upset. But see, what I don't agree with is the after that of praying and voting. That ain't never worked for our people. Finding our pride and being solidified is the only course of action for us. There is nothing else. For us to unify with one another. Y'all talking about the white allies you have, trying to build these bonds with people who don't give a fuck about you. And it shows very clearly that they don't give a fuck about you, because they weren't just riding just cuz. They want to come show up when you out there. And we talked about this on my live. They want to come show up when you already there. I stand with you. Like, no, bitch. I don't need you to stand with me. I need you to have been out here already. If you really have a problem, you should have been here before me. You should have beat me here. They never beat you there, black people. Understand that. And because they never beat you there, they don't give a fuck about you. And I've been told y'all that. Whatever they care about, they ride for. They don't care about your motherfucking ass. They show up to say they was there. To try to show they're not racist, they standing with us. And a lot of y'all black folk are impressed by that. It's not impressive. They should have been out there. But this situation is bigger than George Floyd. Some of you that have been paying attention know this. Others of you who haven't been paying attention may be a little confused about this. What I want people to do is to unify. That's been my desire for black people the entire time I've been doing this. That's been what I pushed for. We need to exile these motherfucking coons. The people who are coming to speak for us. I don't give a damn if it's the governor of Georgia, this Lance Bottoms or whatever the fuck her name is, coming out here. Just, you know, stop everything y'all doing and vote. That's basically what everybody's saying to us. That should be an act of treason. Doesn't matter who's saying it. How can you be black and your solution to other black people is for them to go vote? I don't give a damn if it's coming from y'all's T.I., Killer Mikes. I don't care who it's coming from. These are acts of treason against our people. And the fact that these are people who are, you know, have this type of platform to still be saying that type of shit is ridiculous to me. Someone has suggested to me that these people are being paid to do so. I would argue that, you know, they could just be coons. And I done told y'all that. We acting like somebody writing a check out for cooning. 99% of black folk are coons anyway. So, you know, they may feel what they're saying is right. It's the path of least resistance. And that's black people's favorite path. Is the path of least resistance. When we see a bully, we like to run the other way. Hide out in the bathroom and shit. We like to take the path of least resistance. And that's what voting is. The path of least resistance. And I don't see how we're allowing people to talk to us like this right now. Ever, really. Because y'all know I've been going in, but how y'all letting people, at the end of the day, this is what we need to do. We continue to let these people get away with this type of shit. And they continue to still have large black followings. They continue to still have large black support. Like, how are y'all allowing this? It should be an insult to you by now. Unless you're a coon too. And I understand that there is a lot of that still running rampant within our people. I understand that coons, you know, their talking points, they kind of big up their own talking points. Regardless, you know, that's what they're going to do. That's the method in which they take. And a lot of us, we're suffering from it. 99%. But we've been banging on coons and coon ideology for a long time now. And it's time for us, when we see stupid ass shit like somebody trying to make this whole thing about George Floyd. If George Floyd was the first person this happened to, I highly doubt there would be this type of reaction to it. Fact of the matter is, this has been happening for centuries. Before the police was even called the police, they were slave catchers. And the crime was you running free, trying to be free. Freeing yourself from that brutal treatment. Or you took the Nat Turner route to murder the people who are oppressing you. They caught him and murdered him too. This is what our people been dealing with. So it's bigger than George Floyd. It always has been. Some of you just didn't realize it. But it is. So it's bigger than these popularized, you know, media pushed, you know, instances. These murders that are happening right in front of our eyes. My mom called me the other day. Actually yesterday. And she was telling me how she was so appalled by what happened, how they could just do that to him on film. And, you know, I'm sitting like, Ma, you know, they did the same thing to Eric Garner. And she's like, well, basically, well, now I'm paying attention now. And that's where a lot of our people are. It's like, well, this isn't new, really. This isn't new what they're doing. It's just a lot of people are deciding that now is the time to pay attention to it. And that's fine. But understand it's bigger than George Floyd. Anybody who's making that argument today don't want to defend George Floyd because of blah, 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 those are a bunch of goddamn coons. Because they could have kept their goddamn mouth shut, if you ask me. Being divisive for nothing. You don't want to stand for Brother Floyd? Stand for yourself. Because you could be next. You could be next. And understand, when y'all sending me these videos, I don't want to see people saying shit I've been said already. Send my videos out here. You want to support me? You want to show me some fucking respect? Put my shit out here. I don't need to hear from these motherfuckers that saying what I've been saying before it was popularized or cool. I don't need that. And damn sure don't be sending me no fucking videos of talking about white allies. I got coons sending me videos to my, look, Rob, white people are doing something. No, the fuck, they ain't did shit. They ain't did shit. They should have beat you there. That's what will impress me. Don't send me motherfucking videos of no white folks standing with black people talking about Black Lives Matter. Because I think that in itself is a very poor slogan. Because it's still like you're begging to be seen. And I disagree with that mindset. I'm not begging. I would never sit around and say Black Lives Matter. I'm not telling nobody that my life matters. Why am I saying that? That's an issue for me. Because I'm not trying to convince nobody that my life matters. Because there's nobody to convince. We can show our lives matter by being unified. If we're not going to do that, then you can sit around talking about Black Lives Matter all day. Black Lives Matter can show up every time somebody is murdered or gunned down by the police. But there's a whole lot more going on in this insidious ass system than just that. There's a whole lot more going on within our school systems. The lack of resources in our school system. So I disagree that Black Lives Matter show up just when a racist ass, cave ass cop murders one of our people. I disagree with that. I disagree with that completely. I disagree with the slogan, and I disagree with when I see them, when I hear from these people. Because there's a whole lot more going on than that. So, but that's all the fuck I wanted to say, man. I had some things to get off my chest. Hopefully, if you made it to this point in this video, I appreciate you. Hopefully, you actually listened instead of trying to, do 4 or 5 things at one time. I need people to start listening to what's being said. That way, I don't have to be repetitive. That way, I'm not trying to come off like a fucking asshole to you as you send me, questions that I've already answered. And you want me to type out this, dissertation of my thoughts about certain things. Well, it didn't change. I've been in this space. I've been feeling how I've been feeling now for years. Fuck this government. Fuck society. Fuck these goddamn caves. I've been like that. So, wanting me to repeat myself. Go back and watch my shit. I got channels here. Main channel got deleted, but I still got 2 channels. Go watch all my shit. If after you watch all my shit, you still have a question, and I'm talking about all my shit. If after you watch everything I've done, you still have a question, then ask your question. Because based on these questions, I know people not watching my shit. They're not dedicating themselves to watching all of my shit. And that's what I'm going to require before anybody asks me any goddamn questions. That's the standard I'm going to set for myself. That's the respect I'm going to set for myself. Because again, I've been humble for too long. So I'm going to start having some goddamn respect for myself. I'm not going to keep repeating myself to y'all. Go watch my shit. Subscribe to both channels and watch my shit. Listen to what's being said. I've answered your question already, I'm sure. I ain't left nothing. There's nothing else for me to say. As far as going back, you know. Nothing else left to be said. And nothing y'all sending me that these motherfuckers is talking about is impressing me. Just understand that. I'm going to be a little arrogant about that. It's not impressive to me. I've already said it. You didn't give a fuck when I said it. You're not sharing my videos, sending them out, you know, spamming people's goddamn inboxes with my shit. Well, don't be doing that shit to me. Because I don't give a fuck what people talking about. That's all it is, too. Not if it's some repetitive shit. So, that's all the fuck I wanted to say, man. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Links to follow me on social media in the description box. Black first, second, and third. Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.